You eat carbohydrates. Your blood sugar goes up. That's normal. Your body releases insulin, also normal. But then, nothing happens. The glucose just stays in your bloodstream. Your cells don't respond properly. You feel tired, foggy, hungry again. And over time, you start gaining fat. And you think, okay, carbs must be the problem. But here's the twist. It's not just about the carbs. It's about whether your body can actually respond to them. And this is where things get interesting. Because researchers followed people with metabolic syndrome for an entire year. They tracked their magnesium intake and insulin resistance levels. And what they found was shocking. People consuming the most magnesium had a 71% lower chance of developing insulin resistance. 71%. That's not small. That's not random. That's a massive signal. And it gets even crazier. Another long-term study tracked over 4,000 people for 20 years. Same pattern. Higher magnesium intake. Significantly lower inflammation. Lower insulin resistance. And nearly a 50% reduction in type 2 diabetes risk. So at this point, we have to ask, why is nobody talking about this? Why are we still blaming fruit when something much deeper is going on? Let's go deeper. This isn't just about low magnesium. This is about electricity inside your cells. Inside your pancreas, you have beta cells. These cells release insulin. And they don't just respond to sugar. They rely on electrical signals. Glucose is the signal, but magnesium is the electricity that makes the system work. Without magnesium, the signal doesn't translate. So even if your blood sugar rises, your body can't respond properly. It's like pressing a remote control, but the battery is dead. Nothing happens. Now here's where it gets dangerous. When that electrical signaling breaks down, one of two things happens. Either your body doesn't release enough insulin, or it releases too much. Both lead to insulin resistance. Different paths, same destination. And suddenly, it makes sense. Why you feel wired but tired. Why your energy crashes after eating. Why your body reacts differently to foods you used to tolerate. It's not just about what you're eating. It's about whether your body can process it. Now let's zoom out. Magnesium doesn't work alone. Your body runs on balance. And one of the biggest hidden problems today is mineral imbalance. Most people are getting way too much calcium and not nearly enough magnesium. These two act like opposites. Too much calcium without enough magnesium, and your system becomes overstimulated, unbalanced, and inefficient. Now, here's something even more interesting. Magnesium also controls something most people are obsessed with. Vitamin D. You've probably taken vitamin D supplements. Maybe you felt nothing. Maybe no difference at all. And you wondered, why? Here's why. Your body literally cannot activate vitamin D. Without magnesium, let that sink in. You can take all the vitamin D you want, but without magnesium, it doesn't fully work. It's like putting premium fuel into a car that doesn't have an engine. And this creates a double problem. Low magnesium means your insulin signaling is impaired, and your vitamin D isn't working properly, which further worsens insulin resistance. Now, everything starts connecting. Now, we shift into action, because knowledge without action doesn't change anything. So here's what you can do today. First, magnesium intake matters. Around 400 to 500 milligrams per day is a solid starting point. Not all at once, split it. Some during the day, some at night. Second, timing matters more than people think. During the day, you want something that supports energy and stability. At night, something calming. Because magnesium isn't just about metabolism, it's also about your nervous system and your sleep. Third, balance your electrolytes. If sodium is too low, your body actually wastes magnesium. This happens a lot if you're dieting, fasting, or training hard. Sometimes, adding a pinch of salt can make magnesium work better. Fourth, food still matters. Leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, cocoa, avocados. These aren't just healthy foods. They're mineral sources your body actually needs. Now here's where we take it to the next level. Because fixing insulin resistance isn't just one thing, it's a system. And this is where most people get it wrong. So here's the full strategy. The first piece is short, intense training. Not ours in the gym. Just 15 to 20 minutes. High-intensity intervals. This trains your mitochondria to use glucose efficiently again. The second piece, walking, especially after meals or in the evening. This lowers cortisol and improves insulin sensitivity naturally. The third piece, using carbs strategically. During workouts. Because during exercise, your body can use glucose without insulin. So you're retraining your system without triggering the usual problems. The fourth piece, Protein, early in the day. A lot of people get this wrong. Your brain keeps you hungry until protein needs are met. So if you hit your protein early, you naturally reduce cravings later. The fifth piece, night routine. This is where everything resets. Magnesium, glycine, lowering stress. Even small things like apple cider vinegar before bed can shift your body into better fat-burning mode overnight. And here's the key idea you need to understand. Insulin resistance doesn't happen overnight. So fixing it also doesn't happen overnight. But when you fix the root causes, everything starts improving at once. Energy, fat loss, focus, sleep,